KCAL rocks. Here we are at Thursday already, which means it's time to sports it up with our guy Pep. What's up, Pep?
Listen, we are getting closer to a football season, which I know is very exciting for everybody. And this is what I wanted. Yes, I know we can clap it up, man. To clap it up.
Seriously.
Because we heard from the NCAA finally, because we've seen different schools, a lot of them from the Southeastern Conference. I think some of the Big Ten schools as well, that they're trying to reintroduce these summer workouts, which will lead right into fall training camp. The NCAA has laid out what they call their 6-week practice plan. So beginning on July 6th or July 13th, depending on when your first game of the season is, that's when you will start your actual practices going into the fall season. So, for example, I want to say it's Notre Dame is taking on Navy in Dublin, Ireland on, I think it's August 29th. So they would actually start their practices July 6th. And if you have a game the following Saturday, whatever that is, September 3rd or 4th or whatever that is, then you would start on July 13th. So the NCAA basically wants to make sure that everyone's on a level playing field, that you all just kind of start the practices, like official practices, about the same time before you get to the season.
I like that. That seems cool.
Yeah, you gotta make it even, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, at least the NCAA is like, yeah, we're trying to play football. We're trying to play on time. This is what the schedule's going to look like, so everyone's going to be starting about the same time.
This should be noted. The NCAA did the right thing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sounds weird.
You know, especially when you see all these other professional leagues toiling, and not having any sort of direction or guidance, for their teams. So this is I thought it was great that the NCAA came out and said, this is the plan, this is how we're going to do it, and this is where we're going to start practices. And even at the high school level, you guys will appreciate this, and I'll just throw this in here real quick, that there's a lot of high school football teams I saw on social media. They have like summer workouts. There's no helmets, there's no pads, but they get together as an organized team, right? And they go out there and practice. Sometimes maybe with or without a football, because right now I know things have changed.
You can't be touching a football then passing it to your teammate.
Yes,
do it right now.
Yes. So, but there's a lot of local teams here in the Inland Empire who will start those summer workouts either later this week or next week. So that's promising as well.
Another step in the right direction.
Yeah. So we're getting closer to football season. And hey, in 40, actually, I was going to tell you this, 40, because you're a Centennial High School guy. So Centennial was scheduled to play St. Francis Academy from Baltimore, Maryland in the Honor Bowl, which the Honor Bowl is a great thing. They honor fallen soldiers. Centennial always plays in it. And this was like a national. Well, it was going to be in Southern California. Sometimes they played in Long Beach. They kind of shifted around, but that was like a national game, Centennial versus St. Francis Academy, like two of the top teams in the entire nation. Well, that game was canceled because of, traveling and trying to get that many players into a different state. It was just going to be a hassle. So they had to cancel the Honor Bowl.
That's a long way to send those boys back home after a loss.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a tough one, man. That's tough on those boys. I'm glad they canceled it for those Maryland people. That's saving them a lot of heartbreak.
Good on them. And then Centennial was able to actually schedule another great opponent, Helix, which is the San Diego section Open Division champion. And Helix has produced Reggie Bush, quarterback Alex Smith. I mean, Helix is a powerhouse. So Centennial filled the gap with Helix, so that's going to be a great game on September 4th. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. I know you're a Centennial guy. We're talking high school football.
Next victim up is all I got to say. Next victim up.
We do have a little bit of Major League Baseball news, some other stuff as well. It's all brought to you by Matheson Gas, the gas professionals. 3 locations across the Inland Empire: Fontana, the Kook of Rancho Cucamonga, and Riverside. So if you need gas, you want to fill up that propane tank on your barbecue grill in the backyard or for your local business, Matheson Gas can hook it up. That's MathesonGas.com online. Matheson Gas, they are the gas professionals. So the latest Major League Baseball proposal, and I feel like a broken record at this point, but the latest Major League Baseball proposal is, it looks like 60 games over the course of 70 days, and that's from the owners, and now they kick it over to the Players Association, to see what they're going to say. And the players, I know you guys are on social media, the players are saying, just tell us when and where, and we'll be there. They want to play.
So according to the players, then this should get done.
Right, it was cute. The players learned how to copy and paste over the weekend on Twitter. They all did the same message, and I think they're going to counter proposal back to the owners. Instead of like the 50 or 60 games, they're going to say, hey, how about we just do like one game of rock, paper, scissors, figure this thing out.
You know what? Like, if it came down to rock, paper, scissors, I'd say just bring it on. Just whatever, if 2 out of 3, whoever wins gets their proposal. 1, 2, Rochambeau, let's go. So.
Hey, well, the owners are telling them when and where. So, the players, if they're going to go back on that, they're just going to lose more fans.
Yeah.
By the day.
Think about this. We would already be almost to the All-Star break. Like, the All-Star break is usually like that second Tuesday in July. So, we're getting close to the All-Star break here. And still, with at least, like, let's say Major League Soccer and the NBA, at least they're like, okay, we're not going to start until July, but here's how we're going to do it. We're going to do it like this, and this is what the format's going to look like, and this is where we're going to do it, and these are the safety precautions. Like, we have no idea we still don't even know if Major League Baseball teams are going to play in their own stadiums, or is it going to be at spring training sites? Like, we still don't even know like anything.
Well, that's kind of the thing maybe on top of it too, is there maybe a big portion, just like in the NBA, that don't want to play.
I might be in the minority here, but I think this is the best baseball season ever. This has been my favorite one.
Yeah.
Especially if football season, let's say we do get some training camps and whatnot in the month of July. Dude, people are going to forget I love baseball, but people are going to forget about baseball, man. We're going to go right into football.
I've already forgotten about it.
Football's king. Football will drown it out for sure.
Yeah, dude, exactly, man. It might happen. We talked about NASCAR. NASCAR going to Talladega. They're bringing in 5,000 of the general public. So that's kind of cool to see that, NASCAR starting to branch out and bring fans back in. Again, Talladega hosts can sit almost 80,000 people. So 5,000 in an 80,000 seat stadium. Obviously social distancing will not be a problem. So that's pretty cool for NASCAR this weekend. And then the PGA, they're going to Hilton Head, South Carolina this weekend. And I bring up golf again because the PGA said last night that for 2 weeks in a row, they've had no one on the tour test positive. So, no players, no caddies, no supporting staff. So they had their first tournament, went fine. They retested everyone, still everybody negative. So that's another trend in the right direction for all the other sports leagues, I would think.
That they're doing it.
Golf also tested positive for no energy. Let's get some sports back. Come on.
So, hey, if you can't watch golf or NASCAR, 40, what are you watching in the middle of the night?
Oh, I woke up this morning at 2:30 in the morning to catch some Australia rules football.
Aussie.
Oh, it was great. Richmond versus, what was the other team? Hawthorne, the Hawthorne Hawks.
It was a blowout.
Demolished them, man. 71-30 something. Killed it. Blowout.
Dude, we had the English Premier League, not to go off a tangent, but the EPL in England, which is probably maybe the top soccer league in the world. We got Aussie rules football. We have the Korean baseball league. If you are a sports fan and you want to watch it on TV, you can find it. You might just have to wake up in the middle of the night, but you can find it.
Not the most convenient thing to watch, but really fun.
2:40 in the morning.
And finally, guys, just a very quick shout-out to Kajaya Holloway. He is the quarterback at San Jacinto High School. He verbally committed. You can't sign yet, but he verbally committed to the UCLA Bruins, and I bring it up because there's a lot of UCLA fans in the Inland Empire, and for whatever reason, we've got a lot of great quarterbacks in the IE, but UCLA seems to whiff on our great local quarterbacks, and this is the first local QB I can think of in my time here in the Inland Empire that UCLA actually got. So that was a big get for Chip Kelly to get Kajaya Holloway.
There you go.
Dude, nice work, UCLA, and congratulations to that young man. Pep, tell him how to get your stuff.
Yes, sir. Inland Sports. We got the interview with Kajaya right now. You can go check that out. We talk a little UCLA football. That's Inland Sports all over social media and the YouTube channel as well.
Thanks, Pep.